guys, it's your old pal Tony Giles TG here, welcoming you once again back into the record room. And this episode is dropping a day earlier than normal because today I'm talking about a brand new release that is available as of right now from one of my favorite labels, Library of the Occult. Now, I've spoken about the label on this channel many times in the past, and I think I've featured every release so far. And when the opportunity came up to do a video on their latest release just before it went on sale, I thought, yeah, I've got to do this because I love this record and I think you guys will too, especially if you've been following the label. So the record in question is Drew Mulholland's Messers Circulating Library. And this is essentially an album of field recordings, ambience, sound textures, soundscapes. It's not the kind of album you're going to throw on at a party and people are going to be, you know, kind of all over the place. Or maybe they will, yeah, I don't know. But this is definitely, it says on the front here, file under ambient experimental library music. And I found that while I was listening to this, my mind was wandering kind of all over the show. I was everywhere listening to this record. It is such, it's not an odd listen, but it's so encapsulating, like it draws your attention straight away. And that's what I found with it. I found that I was just sucked in straight away, and I listened to the whole thing twice through on the first listen. I was just so taken by, you know, the sounds on the record that I just had to listen to it more than once. And look, this isn't a paid video. I'm not getting any kind of compensation for this or anything like that. I'm just a big fan of this record. And I'm a big fan of what Library of the Occult are doing. And this is a record that definitely, I would say, deserves the moniker of a cult, because this record freaked me out in places. It really did. And as per usual, fantastic artwork, some great information on the Obi strips. So why don't we head on over to the table and take a closer look. Okay guys, let's get into it. Drew Mulholland, Messers Circulating Library, first edition, limited pressing of 300 copies on sage green vinyl. Let's take it out of the protective sleeve there, because, all right, it's still kind of shiny. I do love these Library of the Occult sleeves. They're always really glossy. They look so cool. And the front cover of this one, I believe, was done by Tom McDowell, the guy that runs the label. So that's the front and back, already on release number 7. Can you believe that? I can't. This is absolutely incredible. All music composed, performed, and recorded by Drew Mulholland. And this is a field recording record. And for those of you that out there that don't really know what field recordings are, it's essentially taking a microphone and recording sounds around you. So this was recorded at the place where Messers Library used to be, or library, or a bookstore. I think it was a bookstore. I'm not 100% sure, but there's some notes. There's a brief note on the back from the composer. And it says, I made recordings of the atmosphere in the premises that used to be Messers. Fortunately for me, it's now a rather splendid Italian deli called Celino's. Once the majority of the recordings were finished, I began chopping, arranging and mixing them. I used my phone, an Apogee cardioid condenser mic, and Audacity audio software. So this has all been put together using the found sound kind of a deal. So yeah, it's an interesting listen. That's what I'm going to say. It's not going to be for everybody. Of that, I am 100% sure. But for those of you out there that like, you know, hauntology or field recordings, you are genuinely going to love this. And I love this color as well. It works really well. You can see the nice Library of the Occult label there, and this is on that beautiful like seafoam green. Really does pop. And then we have the Messers Circulating Library label on the back there. But this is one of my favorite listens to right now. It's not something, as I said before, that you're going to throw on at a party. It is definitely not that kind of music, but if you are a fan of that kind of stuff, then you are definitely going to enjoy this. And it's beautifully pressed as well. really does sound absolutely fantastic. And this is available right now. By the time you are watching this video, this record is on sale. Limited edition of 300 copies available from the Library of the Occult Bandcamp. The releases are starting to sell out as soon as they go up. They're not hanging around. So if you want to get in on some audio occult, this is the best way to do it. But that's it for now, guys. Thank you for joining me, for taking a look at Drew Mulholland Messers Circulating Library. I'll be back with you very, very soon. Remember, you can follow us on social media at Record Room Show. But until we meet again, stay gold and spin those blackest circles.